we can also give the another name to literals. We can also give the name literals. चलिए. So what are the constant and what are the literals? Suppose I have written int a equals to 9. I have written int a equals to 9. So this 9 is called the literal or the constant. 9 is called the literal or the constant. Okay. So any fixed value given to our variable is called literal. Okay. So any fixed value that is given to our variable is called literal. Yeah. Now literals are further defined into, first one is our integer literal. Integer literal means that we are receiving the, suppose int a equals to 9, and we have taken the example now. Int a equals to 9. So here 9 is called the integer literal. 9 is called the integer literal. Okay. First one. Second is our real literal. What is the real literal? Okay. So real literals are example, I can say 23.5. So here it is called the real literal. So real literal refers to the sequence of digits which includes only negative or positive value. However, it must have a decimal value also. So real literals are something that is not imaginary. After that, all are the real literals. We can also say that the integer value is also come in a real literal. Next is our single character literal. In the single character literal, this is basically known as the character literal. Single literal character is the character literal. So what is the character literal? Suppose I will give the example char ch equals to a. So here a is called the character literal. In your book it is given the name single character literal, but it is always known as the character literal. Okay. Now fourth one is our string literal. It is called a string literal. String literal. What is the string literal? String literal, suppose these are called the data types. We will discuss afterwards. These are called the data type. This is a variable. So this is our literal. I will discuss everything, but now you have to focus on only this one. That is the literal part. Next is our string. So taken variable str. This is our variable name. So equals to, suppose I have taken the Aman. Again I am taking the name Aman. So here Aman is our string literal. So it is given a fixed value. So it is our string literal. Done. So these are the literals. First is the integer literal, real literal, character literal, string literals. Now let's discuss the fifth one, that is the Boolean literal. We can also give the name Boolean literal. It is not in your book, but we will discuss. So what is the Boolean literal? So Boolean b equals to, I had written true. Okay. So this true is our called the literal, because this value is given to a variable b, and b is of Boolean type. A Boolean is a data type that holds only two values. It is the true or false. So I had given the value true. So true is called the literal. Okay, and it is a Boolean type literal. Now next is the floating point literal. Floating point. So what is a floating point? Suppose I take another example, float d is equals to 2.9. This is our floating point literal. Okay, or we can say double d1 is equals to 9.287. This is called our floating point literal. That means when we are having a decimal value, or we can say a decimal literal also. We can give the name to decimal literal also. But the proper name is a floating point literal. Okay, so these are the literals that we have to remember. First is the integer literal, second real literal, third character literal, fourth string literal, fifth boolean, and sixth our floating point. So this is the whole basic for our literals. Now next is our variable. Here we discuss the identifier. So identifier, other name, this can also, you can say it is a variable. How? Let's discuss. Now I will give a proper definition for our variable. So variable is a container. Just listen to now. Variable is a container that is holding some value. Variable is a container that is holding some value, and that value is not fixed. That value is not permanent for your whole program, but at the temporary level it is holding. Okay. For example, I will discuss the example. Int a equals to 3. So here a is called the variable. A is called the variable, and these are follow the same as the identifier parameter rules to declare the variable. So int a equals to 3. A is our called variable, and this value can be changed. Here a is our 3. Suppose in the program I will write a equals to a plus 6. Now the value of a will be 3 plus 6, that is the 9. Now value of a will be 9. So it is not fixed, it is changed. The variable name is defined derived from the word vary, and vary means to change something. Vary, that is to change. So this variable will be changed with your program, but at a temporary level it is holding the value 3. It is not a fixed value that it will hold always 3. Is fixed with the value 3. No. It is just holding the value for some time, or for the execution purpose it is using equals to 3. So we can say that variable is a container that holds the value temporarily. And it occupies some space in a memory. It occupies some space in memory. And how much space will it take? It depends on our data type. Okay. Now, variable just a container that holds some value, and that value is not fixed, it can be changed, and variable occupies some space in our memory. And how much space will it take? It depends totally on a data type. That which data type we are using, or which type of value we are storing. Suppose I am storing the integer data type, so it will take a 4 byte. We will discuss this time also. It will take the 4 bytes. Suppose it will take the double, then it will take the 8 bytes. If it is a double, suppose this one, double d equals to 2.9. So here, double is taking the 8 byte. Okay. So it will occupy the space of 8 byte. Done. Now next part is our variable declaration. How we will declare the variable? How we will use the variable initialization? So first is the variable declaration. So let's discuss variable declaration. Just when we use the variable, when we have to use the variable, we have to define that I am using this variable name. So this is called that part is called the declaration. And how it happens? For example, I return so many times int a equals to 3. Okay. Double d equals to 3.2. Char ch equals to a. I can take the z. Don't take. I am taking the fixed value. Just take the example. Okay. Now here a is the data type. Sorry, this int is the data type, a is the variable. Okay, so that much part here, this much data type and variable name, data type and variable name. this is called our variable declaration. This is called our variable declaration. Int a, double d, cat c, h. So this is called our variable declaration. First we have to write the data type of which type of data or which type of value I want to use. Okay. Second is the variable name. That means I am holding the value in which variable in which identifier. So that name is called the variable name. Okay. So this is our variable declaration. Now we will discuss the variable initialization. For the variable initialization, first we have to know what is the meaning of the initialization. Initialization means by which value I am initializing our task or initializing our program. The starting value. That is called a starting value. As we know that the variable can be changed, the variable data can be changed. For example, if I write int a equals to 1, if I write int a equals to 1, a equals to a plus 3, now value of a is equals to a 4. Okay, but the starting value by which we had started a, that is 1 now. So this is called